Hello and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would start a new little reading vlog. I don't know how long this is going to take. It's July right now, but on my physical TBR shelf I have a lot of biographies and autobiographies, so I thought I would do a biography, autobiography little reading vlog, just to kind of motivate myself to continue to put these on my monthly TBR and pick them up to get through them, because I've amassed quite a collection. And let's just say that biographies sometimes take a lot to get through. Last month I read Traveling to Infinity, The True Story Behind the Theory of Everything, by Jane Hawking. And July I'm picking up American Prometheus, which is the biography about J. Robert Oppenheimer, which I just started and I'm 10 pages in, and it's a very chunky book, so we'll see how long this takes me to read. But I thought I'd just document when I am reading my biographies, autobiographies, and just see how long this video takes. Who knows, it might be the next year before I put this out, but so far I am really enjoying this. I do love physics, and especially this time period of physics is the golden age of physics, when everything especially atomic physics and theoretical physics. So enjoying this book so far, and I'm gonna keep reading and I will check in the future. Okay, I'm on chapter 5, which is page 68 of American Prometheus. And I'm really enjoying it so far. It doesn't look like I've made a dent in it, but it's about a 700-page book, so I have been working on that this morning. So I am currently 172 pages into American Prometheus, and I think this is my first biography, autobiography, whatever, well, not autobiography, biography for this video. My goal, I think, is to get 4 read in this video. As you can see, I still have a long way to go, so let's keep reading. And I'm reading on my new couch, which I'm so excited about. So in my quest to read the biographies and autobiographies, memoirs off my bookshelf, still not sure how I want to categorize that. I am picking up Educated. It is off my August TBR. I'm going to start this one. I am still working on American Prometheus. I'm just 125 pages-ish from the end of that one, so I'm going to keep working on that one a little, chipping away at it a little bit day by day, but I am going to start another book right now. So I've been reading Educated. I started it yesterday and I'm about 200 pages in. It's a very easy read. It's interesting because this person's life is so different from my own, and the parts that religion plays into her life is very interesting. So I'm gonna keep reading this. I have about I think 100 pages left, just over 100 pages left, so I should finish it either today or tomorrow. So it's a really nice day outside, and I'm going to finish the last about I think 60 pages of Educated, and I'll be done with my 4th borrowed book, and I will be finished with a nonfiction memoir. I finished a memoir. So this one is Educated by Tara Westover. So this is part of my project of reading my memoirs, biographies, autobiographies that are on my physical TBR shelf. So this book, obviously it's memoir, so she's telling the story of her life. And it was a very easy read. It only took me a couple days to read. And she tells it chronologically. It delves into a lot of things on like how having a parent with mental health issues impacted her life. She also grew up in she didn't go to school, was in a like prepper family, and so how all of these different aspects of her life shaped her to be the person that she became. And it talks about family and what that means, and there's a little bit of a religious aspect to it because that was a part of her life. But I would say it's definitely worth a read to just get a different life perspective than my own, and I enjoyed it. I currently have 50 pages left of American Prometheus, and then I will have my second biography, memoir, autobiography done for this. I've been working on this book for about a month, and I am ready to be done. I'm going to finish this today. It's really like ramping up all the different pieces right now. This is, I have to say, a very well-written book. Really dives deep into like the science, the political aspect, all of that wrapped up in one. The historical context backdrop that this is all set against, and it's just a very well-written book, and I very much enjoyed reading it, so I'm gonna finish that off today. I finished American Prometheus, so now I have another biography done for my reading biographies, autobiographies, memoirs project on my bookshelf, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick up next, but now I have two complete. The next biography I'm working on is Endurance. This is written by Scott Kelly about his year in space. I am just through chapter 1, which is 36 pages, and so far I'm absolutely loving this. I definitely think this will be a very quick read for me. It's something that's high interest to me, something that I really enjoy, and I'm very excited to read this book. And when I am done with this memoir, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to pass it along to my grandma because she said that she wanted to read it. So this is what I'm working on right now, and I will check in when I get a little bit farther. It is just about 9:40 at night, and I want to do a little bit of reading before I go to bed because I have not been reading very much for like the last week and a half-ish. I have so many books started, and I need to get through some of them. So I'm gonna work on reading Endurance. Excuse me. I'm gonna work on reading Endurance and just read for 20 minutes, just set a timer, and then I'm gonna head to bed. So I will check in later. It's just after 10 o'clock, and I ended up reading 2 chapters. I'm really enjoying how this book is written. So far, the chapters are alternating about his year in space and then back to like his childhood and building up to like how he got there. It's so well written, it's so easy to read, and I'm really enjoying it. And I had a little buddy join me for my reading, but it is after 10 o'clock now, so it is time to head to get ready for bed. He's just so cute on my lap right now. He's just very cute, and I'm enjoying this, but it's bedtime for me, and I will check in at another time. So I'm a little over 1/3 of the way through this biography. autobiography, memoir, whatever you want to call it, that category of books. So I'm gonna try to get through like another 100 pages of this today. I really want to get this book done before the end of the month, and I only have 2 days left. So let's keep reading this biography. I have about 100 pages left of this biography, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So I think I'm going to try to finish it out tonight. I will check in probably when I'm done. I just finished my next biography, autobiography, memoir, whatever you want to call it. Endurance by Scott Kelly, about his year in space, and I absolutely loved it. Space and physics and all of that is one of the things that I'm very interested in, have been interested in for a very long time. So it was nice to read about somebody's experience being in space and kind of the journey to get there. So I very much enjoyed this, and I can also check this off my list. Plus, I'm pretty sure my grandma said she wanted to borrow this book, so I am done with another biography. It is 1/3 of the way through May, and I have just started, well, yesterday I started the autobiography of Eleanor Roosevelt, so this should be the last autobiography, memoir that I need to finish out this video that I started way back in July of last year. So let's get reading. So I am currently 80 pages into the autobiography of Eleanor Roosevelt, and I'm actually finding this quite easy to read. It is, her voice in her writing is very strong and narrative, so it makes it easy to read. It is pretty like dense, as in like there's a lot of words on a page. It's also a physically heavy book, but I am slowly progressing through this, and it doesn't feel like a chore to read. It just is reading a lot slower than a romance or something like that, but I don't see myself having any problem finishing this in the next week or so, as long as I keep chugging along at it. I'll probably read some more tonight, but I am really enjoying it so far. So that is my check-in about my autobiography. I am currently working on the autobiography of Eleanor Roosevelt, and my goal is to finish one more chapter before I head to bed tonight. So I'm going to be just over 150 pages. I read about 50 pages today, and then I think I'm going to try to read 50 pages each day until I finish this book, because I also am trying to get through my May TBR, but right now I'm focusing on my biography project. So I'm going to keep reading this, get one more chapter done tonight, and then head to bed. It is the 22nd of May, and I am just under halfway through this book. I'm at page 209, and there's about 430 something pages. So I'm going to continue reading the autobiography of Eleanor Roosevelt and get this autobiography done and wrap up this project that I've been working on for many months at this point. And then I also want to tackle, I have 3 books left on my May TBR, so we'll see if in the last week of May I get those read, but that will be a different video. So let's get reading. I made it to part 3 in the autobiography of Eleanor Roosevelt, so I'm going to keep reading to try to finish this book up today. I just made it to part 4, and I have about 50 pages left, so let's finish this off today. So I just finished the autobiography of Eleanor Roosevelt, and I have finally finished 4 biographies, autobiographies, memoirs, and this is also one that had been intimidating me for quite some time, and I'm so glad that I finally picked it up and read it, and now I can add it to my shelf. And actually my shelf needs to be reorganized because I have no room left for nonfiction, so it will have to be scooted over into a different area. I really need to reorganize my shelves, and that will be a task for sometime this summer. But there you go. I have finally completed in 10 months, because I believe I started in July of last year, my reading autobiographies, biographies, memoirs. And thank you so much for watching this video over an extended period of time, but it's only a couple minutes for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.